Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow now off the bootleg.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
You talk about this Lions defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The Bengals at 3-1 here through the first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This 2nd and 4.
11 MT. 11.
Right back to Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
11. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow.
Bro, I'm right there. Everybody wants to know what ball.
Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And his kick is no good. And the analysts especially start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Oh, damn.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their own 26.
St. Brown in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
It is so difficult to run the ball against that defensive front. They make short gains like that feel like 10 to 15-yard runs. Everything's an effort.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. To throw is gone. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels
soaking
doing
mud
their
in
jobs in
the
tandem.
pot.
The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When I see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset, this is the kind of play that'll do it. You force third and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on third down.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now a second and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ball on the 8, second and 2.
That's a blitz.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
180. What's that?
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point safely through. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to pull off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That went good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Gun. Cut. 180.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Get set. 180. Place hot. Hot. Stop.
From midfield now, Burrow able to find Higgins. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Chase Brown with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to move back in front. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's when we get the term running down the hill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They revert. And this time will be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as
he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with it in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's a shovel pass, and it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Burrow looking to pass. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Gun. Start. 180. Start.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Jason Horn up to make the tackle.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
An inside give, Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Here we go. Can. Start. 12. Start.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Go for that. Go.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Cut. Ric Flair. 80.
They'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Ready. Ready.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 2. Here are the Lions now as they line up.
He gonna throw us another one.
Away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here is a field goal.
Bro, no way they didn't let me.
Left side.
Get the fuck out of
His
here.
feet. And all the way in.
Get the fuck out of here.
Trash.
Trash. Get the fuck
77
out of here.
yards. And the Bengals have yet again retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Bro, they didn't
Yeah,
let me
how
do
about that?
shit.
Answered quickly. Get right back to it. Long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Gun.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
But Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And this will be caught. It's hit here for two. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here they go.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all three timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. A shotgun snap for Goff.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun. Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
Well, they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And the Lions first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, Goff.
Finds Gibbs on a check down.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now it's gone.
This to Laporta, right side.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Third and 3.
Throwing again is Goff. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
Got him. Got him.
Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime.
Makes the score Lions 41, Bengals 20. Jack Fox.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's get set. Right 80. Stop.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Coach, that's that good coaching. Why is he on? They changed my shit, but he ain't supposed to be on there.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Open man right side is St. Brown. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Goff now looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to throw, Goff.
Why they not making
That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is brought down, but now before reaching the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
To the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Gun.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They run it will be right on first down. And just a couple yards there down to 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. Stop.
Now Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Burrow will throw. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Rod. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the first down.
Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Come on.
Incomplete.
Come on.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Can.
Again, it's Burrow. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead they're going on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown. Andre Yoshibas from a yard out. And the Bengals have retaken a third quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
They're going to try and run.
Come on.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Come on, this nigga jumped 5 yards back.
The 20 to the 24.
Come the fuck on.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Goff now to throw. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gone. Protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On the 8, it's 2nd and 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Tag! Cougar 19!
Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, up and good. And we are all tied at 28.
Whoever gets the ball last, that's what it sounds like. Shit. Whoever makes the next
Back to
mistake,
square
game on.
one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9.
11, here we go. Stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. It'll be incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's your set. Right, 80. Time.
Now it's Burrow.
Oh,
Able to find the open man. It's complete.
that's a
And
P.
he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third
Boy,
down
boy, boy,
conversion.
that's a P.
Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
I like that there.
Here we go, here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Yoshibas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
11, Thomas. Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Gun, gun.
Up the middle, here's P. Ryan. It's a 6-yard pickup. It gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Lions 17-yard line.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. So nothing doing there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
That will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's to his running back, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. And somehow, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Sir.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
No, you scared to kick that field goal.
Sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Bro, there's 2 players right there. No in hell. Come the fuck on.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when
Bro,
you lean
this
on your
shit is
stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A run now with a tight end full.
Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I'm fine, ready?
In the backfield by himself is Brown, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Uh-oh. Get him out of here, coach.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter, and just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the gun, here's Goff.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense. Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Williams being motioned left.
Now gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll go down at the 28.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now it's gone.
That's to the tight end Laporta.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now gone. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
They'll try and run it with Gibbs.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right.
Trash.
And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker.